Confidence is not something mysterious or reserved for a lucky few. It is a skill that can be built, strengthened, and sustained over time when the right inner foundations are in place. In the teachings inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, confidence begins in the mind, specifically in how we program our subconscious beliefs about who we are and what we are capable of achieving. The first pillar of unshakable confidence is self-belief rooted in inner awareness, because without understanding your own thoughts, emotions, and habitual thinking patterns, confidence remains fragile and easily shaken by external circumstances. Many people mistake confidence for loud behavior or outward bravado, but true confidence is calm, steady, and deeply internal. It comes from knowing, at a subconscious level, that you are capable, worthy, and resilient regardless of temporary setbacks. When your inner dialogue is supportive instead of critical, your actions naturally align with certainty and purpose. Dr. Joseph Murphy often emphasized that the subconscious mind accepts whatever it is repeatedly told, whether positive or negative, and then works tirelessly to make those beliefs a reality. This means that every thought you entertain and every word you repeat about yourself is either strengthening or weakening your confidence. The first pillar asks you to become conscious of this process and intentionally choose thoughts that reinforce self-trust. By practicing daily affirmations, visualization, and mental discipline, you begin to replace doubt with conviction and fear with quiet strength. Confidence grows when you consistently remind yourself of past successes, lessons learned, and the inner resources you already possess. Even failures, when viewed through this lens, become evidence of growth rather than proof of inadequacy. This pillar also teaches that confidence does not require perfection, it requires acceptance. When you accept yourself fully, flaws and all, you remove the internal resistance that blocks confidence from flowing naturally. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's philosophy, this approach encourages you to speak to yourself with clarity, respect, and intention, knowing that your subconscious mind is always listening. Over time, this steady mental conditioning creates a solid inner base that does not collapse under criticism, comparison, or uncertainty. As this first pillar strengthens, confidence stops being something you try to show and becomes something you simply are. It reflects in the way you speak, the decisions you make, and the calm assurance you carry into every situation. This is the foundation upon which all lasting confidence is built, and without it, no external success or validation can ever truly feel secure. The second pillar of unshakable confidence is consistent action aligned with inner belief, because confidence cannot remain strong if it exists only in thought and not in behavior. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, this pillar emphasizes that the subconscious mind gains strength and certainty through experience, not just intention. When you take action, even small and imperfect steps, you send a powerful message to your mind that you trust yourself. Each action becomes evidence that reinforces self-belief, gradually dissolving fear and hesitation. Many people wait until they feel confident before acting, but true confidence is built in reverse. You act first, and confidence follows as a natural result. This principle teaches that momentum is more powerful than motivation, and consistency matters more than intensity. When actions are repeated regularly, the subconscious mind begins to accept confidence as a normal state of being. Dr. Joseph Murphy often spoke about the law of belief, explaining that whatever you consistently act upon becomes impressed upon the subconscious mind. In this way, every choice you make either strengthens or weakens your inner certainty. The second pillar encourages you to set clear, achievable goals and take deliberate steps toward them, regardless of emotional resistance. Confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself, no matter how small those promises may seem. Each completed task builds trust, and trust is the backbone of self-confidence. This pillar also highlights the importance of discipline over mood. Feelings fluctuate, but disciplined action creates stability. When you rely on discipline rather than emotion, confidence becomes dependable instead of fragile. Even moments of discomfort play a valuable role, because stepping outside familiar boundaries teaches the subconscious mind that uncertainty is not dangerous. Over time, fear loses its control because it is repeatedly proven wrong. The second pillar also involves learning to detach from immediate results. Confidence weakens when it depends on instant success or approval. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings, this approach focuses on faith in the process rather than attachment to outcomes. When you act with belief and patience, the subconscious mind aligns with progress, persistence, and resilience. Mistakes are no longer interpreted as failures, but as feedback that guides improvement. This shift in perception prevents setbacks from damaging self-worth. As consistent action becomes a habit, confidence transforms from an occasional feeling into a permanent trait. You begin to trust your ability to adapt, learn, and continue forward regardless of challenges. This inner assurance does not come from perfection or constant success, but from the knowledge that you will always take responsibility for your growth. The second pillar, when practiced daily, creates a powerful loop between belief and behavior. Thought fuels action, action reinforces belief, and confidence strengthens with every step taken. This is how inner certainty becomes visible strength, grounded not in wishful thinking, but in lived experience. The third pillar of unshakable confidence is emotional mastery and inner calm, because without control over emotional reactions, confidence can easily collapse under pressure. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, this pillar focuses on the understanding that emotions are responses shaped by subconscious beliefs, not uncontrollable forces. When emotions are unmanaged, fear, anger, and anxiety can override logic and self-belief, causing even the most capable individuals to doubt themselves. True confidence remains steady not because challenges disappear, but because emotional balance is maintained in the face of uncertainty. This pillar teaches that confidence is closely tied to how you interpret events rather than the events themselves. By consciously choosing calm and clarity, you train the subconscious mind to respond instead of react. Dr. Joseph Murphy often emphasized the power of mental peace, stating that a calm mind allows the subconscious to work in harmony with conscious intention. Emotional mastery begins with awareness, recognizing emotional triggers without judgment. When you observe emotions rather than becoming consumed by them, you regain control. This practice prevents external circumstances or other people's opinions from defining your self-worth. Inner calm acts as a stabilizing force, allowing confidence to remain intact during criticism, failure, or uncertainty. This pillar also highlights the importance of forgiveness, both toward others and toward yourself. Holding on to emotional baggage drains mental energy and weakens confidence. When forgiveness becomes a habit, emotional freedom follows, and confidence strengthens naturally. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's philosophy, this approach encourages the use of mental imagery and affirmations to reinforce emotional stability. Visualizing peaceful outcomes and affirming emotional strength conditions the subconscious mind to default to calm responses. Over time, stress loses its intensity because the mind no longer associates challenges with danger. This emotional training creates resilience, allowing confidence to endure even in high-pressure situations. The third pillar also emphasizes trust in life and in one's own ability to adapt. Confidence becomes unshakable when it is no longer dependent on controlling every outcome. Emotional mastery teaches acceptance without surrender, understanding that while not everything can be controlled, your response always can be. This realization brings a deep sense of security that does not fluctuate with external success or failure. As inner calm becomes consistent, confidence takes on a quiet strength that does not seek validation or approval. It expresses itself through patience, clarity, and composed decision-making. This pillar completes the foundation of lasting confidence by ensuring that emotional stability supports belief and action. When the mind is calm, actions are deliberate, beliefs are steady, and confidence becomes a permanent inner state rather than a temporary emotional high. Together, these three pillars form a complete system for building confidence that remains firm throughout life's changes and challenges.